Hi beautiful souls, here's Julie for another weekly guidance reading. I'm so happy to be back with you today. I have been actually doing so much ceremonies and sharing my message in group that I have been a bit less present in here, but I do feel that I'm coming when I have really the strong message that is needed to be shared to you. So if you are interested to join me actually on a 10 weeks of spiritual sacred medicine circle workshops, I am holding one starting on the 25th of August online, and I really choose a time that can really suit all of us in the world. Then we can all tune in together. So it's a very magnificent moment. It's all about empowering you to really come back to your true essence and listening to your own guide. Alright, I have a few messages I want to share with you, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure to subscribe, click the little bell to receive notification when I post a new video, and also, you know, that is also to really help me to continue to share message with you. Alright, so the first things I would like to share with you is really what I'm hearing is the energy of the new moon. So the energy of the new moon continue, of course, even after it happened, and it was in the sign of Cancer. So it's a time of deep emotional resurgence, I hear. Something that is coming again at the forefront of our being. We can feel kind of all over the place and overwhelmed, and if it's not your case, it's all good. If you're surfing the wave, that is wonderful for you, but it's the energy can really happen at the moment with that. And the message behind that is to really ask yourself, what do I need? And to actually go back and to take the hand of your inner child. Your child, you as a child, when you were a child, and see what was missing for you, you know, at the time. What did you not get maybe from your parents, from your family setting at the time, and actually being the parents, being the mother, the nurturer to yourself. And this is very important because this will restore you, not just from a time of restoration where, oh, I need to feel better right now. No, it's actually going to restore you from deep ancestral lineage, from deep soul awakening, I'm hearing. And it's going to really bring you to a state where you feel like in completion of that realignment with your inner child. So therefore being able to really come back to that sense of nurturing for yourself without feeling that there is anything that stops you from going there. The other things that come strongly that I need to share with you is also important to actually look at what you still rely on outside of yourself. So what are the pillars that you put in front of yourself that I hear that are just an illusion at the moment. And so why I'm coming to that is because from the 4th of June to the 23rd of October, Saturn is retrograding, and Saturn is actually removing any pillars that are not for your greatest good, which means are not for the greatest good of you coming back to reparenting yourself. So what is quite important to look at is in your birth chart is checking in which house Saturn is, and then that will give you a good idea on what part of your life is going to be reshaped, transformed. And that is good because it's actually giving you the ability to be empowered by it rather than actually be swirled into that wave and into that breakdown. And so if you would like to know that, please put a comment below and just tell me your name, birth date, where you are born and at what time, and I can tell you in which house your Saturn is, and then you will have a deeper understanding of what this mean for you in your life, you know. It's very important, you know, because the message that I really want to bring today is also the fact that it's important for you to get back your power. And what I mean by that, it's like, it's easy, you know, to always look outside of yourself, of ourselves, to find answers, you know. And it is really asked to come back in, within you, to actually find what resonates with you, what is your truth. And so it's okay for you to actually seek for guidance outside, but what is important to do, the process that is important to do, is not to give your power in that person, meaning that you trust everything that the other person say that is true, and you apply it into your life without actually checking if there is a resonance between what you hear outside of yourself and what actually is your deepest need. So, of course, you know, I'm here to share a message, and it's why I always say to you to really take what resonates with you, because that is my truth, and I share my truth because I have a deep call. It's a very soul calling that is there for me to be here and share this message with you. But my work, what I do in my everyday life, is empowering people to actually listen back to their self, to actually releasing every conditioning, ancestral luggage, connecting to their inner child, clearing the way for themselves to hear what is their truth and to walk their path with that in mind, regardless of what others says and do, the chaos that is happening outside, to come back in, to find the inner peace, to find that stillness, to actually understand beyond that what it is that they need and the direction that they need to take. Beautiful. The other thing that is very strongly coming, and I'm going to share that with you with my personal experience. So a few years back, I was very taken in the spiral of social media, because I thought that was the way to be known, and that it was the way to share my gift. And so I really started to be in that spiral of living my life through the lens of my phone instead of living my life through the lens of my inner being. And I started to be very unhappy with that, because I felt I was actually almost, when I wanted to capture a moment in my life that I wanted to show to the public, to show what I was doing, to show that I could be the guide for them, that my cause was incredible to be part of, I was losing the present moment to be in there. I was actually capturing the moment, but I was losing the moment through my lens. I was living through the lens of a phone. And why I want to share that with you, because, you know, it's time to actually go back to live our life. And maybe that doesn't resonate with you, but remember when you were a child, especially, you know, my generation and the generation ahead of me, you have lived a life without technology, you know. So you know what life was without of that. And I think it's very important to remind ourselves that it's not because time has changed that life cannot be like that anymore, and that we have to be caught in that technology spiral. And I want to share that message also to the generation that is before me, because you guys haven't experienced life without a phone and in your hand, you know, without technology. And so I really encourage you to seek life beyond that, because you're going to realize that there is so much more to life than this, that life has nothing to do with that. And at the moment, you know, we create our life around this technology, which this technology is good, you know, there is good within it, but there is also that loss of touch with our community. Yes, we have the community through the phone, like now I'm sharing a message. That's the beautiful part of it, is that I can actually connect with the world, and that's beautiful. But what I want to say is that there is also the people that are just next to you, at your fingertips, you know, that you can connect with. And then instead of looking at them when they pass next to you in the street, you are actually looking at your phone. And it's not a judgment at all. It's just an observation that I had for me in my life. And so I decided to actually delete Instagram, and I left Facebook to actually be in connection with my family and post from time to time to share what I'm doing. And then YouTube, because YouTube has been a call. It's not the technology, it's just sharing my message, you know, and for whoever or whatever purpose it's bringing the life of people, this message need to be sent and shared, you know, and I feel it from the deepest of my soul. So that's why I'm using that technology. But otherwise, now I actually create a life that is beyond that, you know, that is going back to the beauty of nature, the beauty of people, the beauty of community. And yes, I actually, you know, see clients online, but these clients never came to me through social media. They came through word of mouth, or through meeting them in person, or through other avenues, but not social media. And so I realized myself, this is very personal, that I needed to let that go, that this could not define the life I wanted to live, and that actually it was dictating the beauty in the moment, and that I was actually losing some part of the beauty, you know, and the connection. So this is just a message I wanted to share with you, because we are in a moment of reconnection and asked to come back home, and that's why it's important to ask, what do I need now? Because the things is, we things or need are external of us, and we seek the validation of a heart on a post, on a photo, to actually dictate our well-being, you know, when actually our well-being is waiting all along inside of us, by actually reconnecting to ourselves and asking, what do we need in the real world that is there? I just wanted to share that deeply. That was really on my heart. And it's very important, because when you come back in, that's where you discover your potential, where you discover your strength and your power to guide yourself, to live your life moment to moment. Alright, I'm going to pick some cards and see what comes here. Okay, beautiful. Nice. Alright. With the success card, I feel, you know, it's really about celebrating every moment of your life, regardless of where you are at. It's actually doesn't matter if it's ugly or beautiful at the moment, doesn't matter if it's your flaws of or your beauty. It's celebrating everything, because it's where you are at right now. There is nowhere else to be right now. Even if you have a goal you want to reach, there is a journey to go there. It's the same when I say to you to releasing the noise, releasing all the conditioning to get back to the sense of your own inner being. this is a journey to get there, you know. And so it's very, with the success, is to really celebrating every step along the way that gets you there, because this is your life. You could be gone tomorrow, and what if you go tomorrow and you have just looked at what you haven't reached and you haven't enjoyed every part of you right now with all of your beauty, your flaws, doesn't matter, you know, because this part of you, this is what creates the you of tomorrow. Is by realizing all of that, is by accepting all of that, is by observing without judgment all of these things about you. So take the time to celebrate all these little gems, because even what you think it's negative is a gem for your great awakening. Then we have the patience. I feel, you know, it's very clear. It's be patient toward that journey. You know, do realize that it's no point of comparing yourself to anyone else, because even though we came here in consciousness to reach a point of reconnection, we all have our journey to go there, and it starts from us. So it's no point to comparing yourself to the path of someone else, because you have your own. And that is enjoying the journey toward where you want to be. But where you want to be is in. So it's almost the walking back home. And when you come back home, there is that sense of nothingness. Nothingness, which is a very, I know, deep concept to grasp. It's like when you have released all the noise, all the conditioning, there is the stillness. And the stillness is within that you can hear beyond everything, and that you can hear you, your true essence. So that's why in the nothingness you find everything. I just love that concept, you know, and when you can go there, it's so magnificent. We have the rebirth, and we have the sharing. And to me, the sharing means it's the reconnection to our community, you know. It's the reconnection of realizing that we are one, and that everything starts from us to change everything around us. The rebirth, to me, it's actually when you realize your full potential, and when you realize that you can live your life with a different perspective, and that you realize that all along the way you were creating your own cage, that all along the way the door was open for you to experience the world you seek. There is a liberation, but there is a burden that is uplifting, because you're not holding on you anything, because you become responsible for your own self. And so you liberate everything, everyone around you, every situation and everything. It's almost you giving back the backpack that you were lifting for others on the back of everybody else, and everybody else have to be responsible for their own life. And you free yourself, and you realize that you were holding on everybody else and not able to even going back in. So you were all along carrying everyone with you without even knowing what you desired. So there is that liberation, and you realize that everything was for a reason, but yeah, you're removing the lens of the phone, you're seeing the world for what it truly is, you know. It's very, very incredible when you get there. And again, you know, the card ordinariness is back. So come back to the simplest of life. And the light, you will find the light, the source, you know, you will come back to the true essence of your being. It's just incredible, you know. I mean, I love that. I really honestly love that. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. All right, that's the patience. The patience toward the way. And to also not having an expectation of how it should look like. And that's why, you know, sometimes when people think, you know, they reach for alignment or they reach for cleansing their body with food or with meditation, there is that sense of obsession, you know, that come in the way sometimes, of perfection as well, of having the expectation of that I should be always aligned, I should be always cleared. But actually there is that realization, and that's really what I want to share with you, is that it's okay to be in an alignment, because that's when you realize that that's where you connect it. If you don't realize you're out of alignment, you live your life out of your body, you know, out of that feeling. But when you feel you out of alignment, it's just like, again, something has popped up for you to see and for you to transform. So please, please, please remember that flows and energy that are not always pleasant are also for your greatest good. And it's just because in our mind we have actually created a label for negative, positive, bad, good. But actually, if we put all the emotion in one bag and actually take them as they come and deal with them as they come and feel them for what they are, just an emotion, we are able to actually move forward and detach ourselves from it very quickly. It's because the negative, we attach ourselves to it and we are not able to move on. And that creates the unbalance. But that's important to realize as well, because it's only when you realize that there was an attachment, there was some things you couldn't let go, that you can actually do something about it, shift it and move forward, you know. So it's beautiful in its way. Just wanted to share that perspective because I think it's very important. And this is the real work, you know, it's the shadow work. And when it's the shadow work, you become light. You actually, with your light, transform everything. You bring the light in any situation. And then you're not scared of the darkness anymore, you know, when it comes. And that's beautiful. No limitation. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. And I think this is the realization that you are a light being incarnated in a body, and that your body is the vehicle to share your light on earth. And that's when you realize this, and not just realizing, but embody that, your lens change, your perspective change, and all the barrier around you fall. And you realize that you were always free to do whatever it is, because you are you have all the possibilities in front of you, because you are light. And I know it might maybe trigger you this, and maybe you don't believe in that yet, but I really encourage you to embrace that concept, because it's also going to shift your perspective and your life deeply. And that's going to be opening all the doors, you know, and change everything. I mean, you can see, I'm very passionate because it's the work I do with people, you know. It's the work I do with people. Right. Oh, beautiful. Sparrow, simplicity. Going back to simplicity, the ordinariness of life. I can never say that word. It's a big time that is asked for that. And this is the simplicity is when you come back to stillness, because you have released everything that is actually unnecessary on your path. You come back to stillness, simplicity, ordinary life. And then you become nothing. And then you become everything. Yeah. Oops. I really wanna, sorry, the book fall. Felt, sorry. I wanna read this to you. Because I think this is going to really bring everything together. I am Sparrow. I am small, seeing all. I am shy, hopping by. I am few, seeking more. I am nothing and everything. I am Tiu. Oh my god, this is insane. It's just what I said to you. I love it. Wow. That's, to me, always on point. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sparrow brings you to the south wind, to the realm of opportunity where innocence and trust abound within the simple things of life. It offers hope, fulfillment, and learning born of seeing the magic within the ordinary. This is insane. It's like simplicity, ordinary again. Fame and fortune are not the true coins of life, for they are passing aspect of the journey. The mercenary along the way. This is crazy. This is the lens when you look through your phone, and this is like the fame and the fortune that, anyway, you understand me. What really matters is of the spirit, the eternal, that which does not pass away. Sparrow gives us the wonder of its quiet and patient way, and we have again the patience. It helps us get on with life. It says that if we are caught in ceaseless drama, it is time to bring them into perspective and see what really matters. Oh my god, I love it. Stop, look around and find the simplest way. Do and therefore be. Honor your family and friends, yet do not be swamped by them. Remember to attend your own needs. Oh my god, be part of the whole, yet apart from it. Others are important, yes, so are you. If there is danger of losing yourself amidst others, act with purpose to gently make your own space. Be extraordinary. See Sparrow as a friend. When winter comes and seeds are rare, share with Sparrow all you can spare. Remember, Sparrow gives to you more than thanks for all you do. Spirit moves as spirit should when her children are understood. This is incredible because it also talks about the children, the need. What do you need right now? And come back to the simplest things and really connect to your family, but do not compare to them. Stay true to who you are by entering into your home again, seeking your truth. It's just incredible, honestly. I just love it when everything flows like this. I hear, remember to be true to yourself, always. And to not let aside anything that is at the forefront of your being right now. Because it's of real importance. And it's important for you to put that in place straight away. That's what Spirit say right now, the guide. I hear again, be true to yourself. I mean, someone need to hear it quite a lot. And I'm going to repeat it again, be true to yourself. And let everything unfold in front of you. As everything that is for you will never bypass you. And I just love that. And that is true. Yes, that is all now. Wow, wow, wow. So, I'm sending you so much love and light. This message is magnificent. Please share it with the people who need to hear this right now. It's of great importance. That's what they say. And if you want to join me on a 10 weeks of sacred medicine circle where you actually work on all that to get closer to your true essence and empower yourself deeply, I invite you to check the description below with all the information. And yes, that would be amazing to have you with me online. And I'm going to leave you here and seeing you in another video. And I'm sending you so much love and light again. Bye!